How would you describe Craig Owens back maybe 8 years, 10 years ago,
Oh,
before
wow.
you were actually doing music?
Before music, describe him. If you've ever seen Harry Potter, then that's basically what I looked like. Little kid, big head, glasses. Love music. Always listening to my Weezer records. In Warren G. But yeah, I mean, I'm still the same human being. I hold the same morals and thresholds, that are in here. I've grown. I've grown a lot from this.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot. I've made mistakes and I've learned from them. So I think a lot of it is. It really is just about growth. The 8 years, that's the difference. Is the growth that came with me developing into the human being that I am. Because tomorrow I won't be the same as I was today.
As far as your writing, like what is the writing process for whatever project you're doing it? How do you go about your writing?
I guess it's a few different ways, I guess. Lyrics, I always have lyrics written, and I just have journals and journals of lyrics, or on my phone, or wherever. But beyond that, what happens is I kind of get an idea. Like I picture myself more of like a visionary.
Okay.
Because I just kind of hear things. I just kind of have this vision of what I want the music to sound like in my head.
Okay.
So I'll take the music and mold it into that. I'll take the lyrics and I'll apply it to that situation, how that feeling and that vision that I was trying to capture. And then the lyrics and the music both kind of mold into one entity. They kind of, there's sacrifices made on both sides to where I have to cut a few words out that really meant a lot, or there was a part that I just love but just doesn't fit with the song, to make the vision kind of come true.
You do a lot of reading. Well, the last album for Chiodos was based on a book as well, right?
Right. Yeah, reading is one of my favorite things to do. As of late, haven't been doing as much because I've been so busy with the music thing, but and the traveling, I actually need to sleep when I have time to read, or I pick up a book and then I'm sleeping 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
But I love to read. I think that's the most underrated, source for information, or anything. I think the internet has made it really very easy for people to read and make it very easy for people to get authors and all of that stuff, but I just don't think enough people sit down and actually read a book and really expand and use your imagination. I think everybody should use it as if it were kind of like an exercise. Like you need to walk every day. I think it just exercise your mind a little bit. I think it's brilliant, and it gets me kind of just going and excited, and it puts me in a good mood. So I love to read.
Nice. Any particular authors that by any chance help you on your writings? Influences?
I love Bret Easton Ellis. I love obviously Charles Bukowski. Bone Palace Ballet was named after that. Love Henry Miller, Henry David Thoreau. Love Walt William. I'm a big reader, and I really try and enjoy it. I read a good book by Salman Rushdie not too long ago. He's great too. Pretty much anything. I really will read anything. It's funny because my grandmother's like my best friend. We always have these, we pass books back and forth. And she got me back into reading, probably my sophomore year of high school or freshman year. And we have to do this thing where we read one serious book, like a Bukowski or Bret Easton Ellis or something like that, along those lines, and then we have filler books because you can only it's like reading but on a break from reading. It's very odd, like a Stephen King book or something a bit more simple, or Harry Potter even, something simple, cheesy, however you want to take it. Read it, and then you can jump back on. It's kind of like I don't know. It's a little segue from book to book, but it's
a little trip for the mind.
Exactly, and it really just kind of helps me continue to read such serious books over and over without overflowing or going crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the balance.
Definitely. Wow. Now, your lyrics, a lot of your songs are, pretty intense and stuff like that. Has there ever been any times where you're actually performing it and it's actually hit you like, wow, like I'm really writing about or
Yeah,
singing about this?
yeah, of course. It's funny because with Chiodos especially, that's like where it really hits, or sometimes on even these shows. But um, one instance I remember, just it was probably October or September of last year. I'm not sure. I'm really bad with dates because I travel so often. But we were playing in Allentown, Pennsylvania at the Croc Rock, and we were playing The Word Best Friend Becomes Redefined. And it just hit me that day, like I was going through some things like a couple days before, and on stage, like right as the music hit, I went back to the vision of when I was actually trying to construct the song, and every single word I remembered and felt exactly what I meant when it left my fingertips, and it was beautiful and brilliant. It's moments like that I continue to play music and continue to love it and theatrically kind of play it live. Because all it is an expression of yourself. It's the voice of the soul. So that was one example. But yeah, it happens to me on a constant basis.